Yes, thank you.
You're back?
Yes.
Not that you've ever gone, but this confirms everything, right?
Yes, thanks.
5K, you run 800 PR, I mean.
Yeah.
This obviously is the most important thing, I think.
Yeah, you know, my PR in the 1500 meters is a hard PR to face, and looking at that all the time, the 3:59, it's 4 years old and it's long overdue for another PR, so I was really hoping for that tonight. I think I'm probably going to need a little bit more pushing in the middle of the race to get that PR, but I'm really, I mean, obviously I couldn't be more happy with tonight.
Yeah, weren't you guys about 2:11 at 800, or maybe that slow?
You know what, honestly, I saw the clock because I was right behind Phoebe, and I told myself not to look. I wasn't going to let myself look because I just really wanted to focus on running hard.
But
I did see with the lap to go that I was 3:01.
Yeah, so I mean, you ran, sorting out that slow, you ran a very good time.
Yeah, I showed in 2011, and I think it's been known for a long time that I'm a threat, you know, in the last 300 meters if I'm hunting somebody down. And it's important to me to show, for myself, to show that I can also, just like Drake, I can go from the gun, I can run hard, and I can be dangerous in that kind of race too. So getting a major win was really big for me going into Moscow, and also showing that I can just run hard and lead a lot of it is really important for my psyche going into Moscow.
And do you think perhaps you ran like that from the front because it wasn't the world race? And do you think you're glad that you've tested that sort of front running out again?
Yeah, because now I know when the girls come up on me, there's no part of my will that kind of relaxes and gives in. And I think you can't simulate that in practice. You have to be on the edge and have people coming and feel threatened, and you have to fight through that. So I did that, and also I had the huge advantage of knowing that Phoebe was going to be pacing, and so, you know, that's just a comfortable face, a person that I trust, and so I think a lot of Americans probably ran well because Phoebe did a really good job.
And what about that, the whole American dominance in this meter race?
It's exciting. I mean, some of the best 1500 meter runners in the world are in the U.S. right now, and some of the best ones, it's deep enough, didn't even make the team. So I think it's really, I mean, the 1500 meter team, but I think it's really exciting. I mean, Brenda and Shannon, you know, they're running well here, they run well in the 15, and they're doing other events in the world. So it's a really exciting time to be a 1500 meter runner, and it's a really challenging time.
So what will you be doing now up until the World Championships?
I'm not going to be racing again. I'm going to go back and train. You know, sometimes you look in your logbook and you remember what worked. In 2011, I went back home and trained for 17 days before the World, so I'm going to do that again this year.
When did you get over here?
I left right after the 4th of July and came over and have been training and racing here since then.
So is it Madrid and then this, or did you do something before Madrid?
Just Madrid and this, yeah.
What about Brenda? Are you surprised she ran that fast, or I mean, she's been running so great?
I think she's been running great. You know, I'm really excited for Brenda. I think that she's one of those people that has really blossomed the few years out of school, and I hope that it's stories like her that really encourage people when they're coming on their senior year to stay in the sport, find a way to make it work, because you really, really can. There's so many great stories, and Brenda's a good example of that. She's just really come on strong and has an exciting career.
Beating Helen today, she's pretty much won everything, I think, except for one race.
Yeah.
I don't think you probably were lacking confidence going to Worlds, considering you're the defending champ, but I mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, the defending champ is important, but it's 2 years old.
Right.
So beating Obiri was big. I knew coming in here that she's probably my stiffest competition. But another good thing is I faced her many times, and I kind of feel like over the last 2 years, she and I have gone back and forth in some races. So when I felt her coming on my shoulder, I was like, here we go. I was really excited to take on the challenge.
Talk a little bit more about wanting to lead and win it that way. Like, why is that so important?
Yeah, you know, I didn't feel like I had to lead. But when I found that I was the one going with the pace, let's put it this way, I wanted to go with the pace today. And I wanted to be on the shoulder, whether that meant I was 4th and with the pace or right behind the rabbit. I just wanted to go for it. And it's just important because that's the one, you can practice kicking on the track at practice. You can run a hard threshold and then run a really hard 400. But it's a lot harder. You can't time trial a 15 at 4-minute pace. So it was just important for me to test that and get my own confidence in that place before Moscow.
And you're training, you train with guys? Who do you train with?
I train with Shalea Kipp and Emma Coburn. I train with steeplers again.
Just wanted for speed work if you didn't. Any stuff. Or...
You know, my husband helps me sometimes, but really most of the speed work I do on my own. So I was surprised how much race felt more natural than I expected because I've been doing a lot of that kind of stuff on my own recently.
So Shalala's got the steeple right now. I mean,
I
a
know,
lot of
I'm
pressure,
excited.
right?
She's chasing the standard, and I've been reminding her of that all day, so I hope it hasn't psyched her out at all. But she is a really courageous woman. She's going to have an incredible post-collegiate career, and I'm just excited. I'm here to cheer for her.
All right.
Hey, thank you. I'll find you afterwards. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, that's good.
All right.
I just wanted to say, I'm Alex, by the way, that I was going to try and hit you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. No, I'm sorry. And both of you.
That's right.
I wasn't snubbing you. We had a long journey.